Thankfully, there are more and more vets that are supporting a fresh food, raw diet for cats. These 3 raw homemade recipes were created by Dr. Karen Becker and Dr. Judy Morgan. They're very easy to make. Hey friends, it's Jess Jericho, and all of the links to the recipes as well as supplements that you need are included in the description below. So the first raw recipe created by Dr. Karen Becker that we'll look at is the adult feline bony raw chicken meal. So this is a bone-in recipe, so it can only be fed raw. Do not cook this recipe. It's also for adults only, no kittens. So when we look at the ingredients, we have whole raw chicken wings with skin, and you're going to grind them, raw skinless chicken breasts, raw chicken hearts, raw beef liver, raw chicken gizzards, canned sardines, canned oysters. So that's great. A lot of different meat ingredients. You have chicken, meat and bone, muscle meat, and then for the secreting organ, you have beef liver, and the chicken gizzards is another muscle meat. The sardines and oysters, as she mentions here, for vitamin D and for zinc. Then you're going to add a couple ounces of veggies, so raw zucchini and raw spinach, both of which should be shredded. And that can add a little bit of fiber to the diet as well as some trace nutrients and phytonutrients and antioxidants. There's not a lot, there's only 4 ounces total, so this is a very, very small percent of the diet. Next, basil for trace minerals, kelp for iodine, and then krill oil, human vitamin B or thiamine, which is a B vitamin, and then vitamin E and manganese or standard process E manganese. So again, there are links in the description. This video is not sponsored by anyone, but there are affiliate links to these products in the description. Let me know in the comments what you think about this recipe so far. Is it easy? Do you think it's too complicated? I would love to know your thoughts. The next raw cat food recipe that we'll look at that was also created by Dr. Karen Becker is adult feline cooked or raw beef meal. So this one does not include bones. It includes a bone replacement supplement. So you could cook this recipe if you don't want to feed raw. And again, this is for adult cats, no kittens. So for the ingredients, we have ground beef, 90% lean. And if you're cooking it, you can buy like pre-ground beef, but if you're not cooking it, I would suggest buying whole and then grinding it at home yourself. Beef heart, beef kidney, beef liver. So this one includes an extra secreting organ, kidney. And then for the veggies, spinach, finely chopped, hemp seed, cantaloupe. And this again is a very small percent of the diet. Then you're going to use Carlson brand cod liver oil, kelp for iodine, salt to meet sodium and chloride requirements, wheat germ for manganese and zinc, eggshell powder for calcium. Since you're not including bones, that is the bone replacement. And then the human B complex or thiamine, again, is a B vitamin. And on both of these recipe pamphlets, she tells you the amount of kcal per recipe, per ounce, etc. And then if you scroll down, she'll give you the amount of minerals, vitamins, fats, and amino acids included in the full recipe. And this is based on AFCO. And then she also includes feeding instructions. So that's really easy to follow. Everything that you need is right there on this sheet pamphlet. Give me a polydactyl thumbs up if this is helpful so far so that more cat parents that want to make homemade raw can find this video. Thank you so much. The next raw cat food recipe that we'll look at is by Dr. Judy Morgan. This one can also be cooked if you prefer cooked. This one does not include bone in it, so you can serve it raw or cooked. So for the recipe, you have 1 pound of chicken, and she prefers to use a mix of white and dark meat. Dark meat will typically have a little bit more taurine since those muscles work harder than, say, the breast, and leave skin on half of it because you want to include the skin for fat. Chicken heart, chicken liver, 1 egg, and then she also includes some veggies and fruits, kale, squash, and cranberries. This is a very small amount, 1 ounce, 1 ounce, 1 ounce compared to 1 pound and 5 ounces, 2 ounces, and 1 egg. Then you're also going to add ground sunflower or pumpkin seeds, and that's to add some fatty acids and a little bit more fat. Then you're also going to use salmon oil. And this is very, very important. This recipe also requires supplements. So she recommends RX vitamins, feline minerals, and RX vitamins, feline essentials. So that's going to make the diet complete and balanced. And again, there are links to everything in the description below. And then you can check out my homemade cat food video right over 𝐤𝐄𝐄. That includes meal prep, where to buy your ingredients, and how to plan the transition. Thanks for watching.